Good morning, grandkids. Today I'm going to start the second chapter of my story about Dorkly, the young wizard. This chapter, chapter 2, is a little bit short, but the next part would start a totally different chapter, so I didn't want to include any of the beginning of it at the end of this, so it'll be a short chapter, sorry. Chapter 2. The king did have a task for Dorkly. He wanted him to go outside the gates to the tanner's workshop and pick up a leather belt which the king had ordered, bring it back, and take it down to his own crafting room. Dorkly didn't know that the king was aware of his secret room he had created beneath the rooms of his spire. Well. So what was the king wanting? King Conley was saying, "Etch into the back side of the belt these words: I hear you, I see you. Then put an enchantment on it, something that will allow me to actually know what the person I'm facing is thinking and see what he might secretly be hiding in his pockets." Can you make an enchantment like that, Dorkly? Wow, thought Dorkly. I must make one for myself also. For when I'm out and about in the streets, maybe. Or maybe when I'm flirting with the ladies. What fun that would be. And he chuckled. Are you listening to me, Dorkly? The king said rather sharply. Yes, my king, he answered excitedly. I will enjoy experimenting till I come up with the very thing that you want. He turned away and took 2 steps, then turned back. How did you know about my... Never mind, the king said, as he gave a sidelong glance toward Wizard Gorman. I know. Now, go on with you. Dorkly hurried off, and the other wizard and the king looked at each other and smiled. Do you think he can really come up with such a spell? King Conley asked. Oh, yes, he's really very talented, said Wizard Gorman. Do you think he was mad because I know about his secret room? Conley asked with a chuckle. Nah, he was just a little surprised and flustered, Gorman grinned. At his young age, he should realize that I keep a close eye on him. As much as he likes the ladies, I need to keep an eye out. And they both had a good laugh over that. Dorkly entered his spire and hurried straight to the closet where he kept his outer cloaks and winter boots. In the back, there was a locked door. He pulled a ribbon up out of the neck of his robe, from which dangled a key. He unlocked the door, tucked the key back inside his robe. Now he was back to muttering and grumbling again. Useless key now. The king and dad seem to know about my secret place. Some secret. Just as well throw the key away, leave the door open. No, I can't do that. There's other snoops in this place. He started down the circular wooden stairs to the floor below. He stepped off the last step, dusting the dirt off his hands and looking around at what he called his personal domain. It was gloomy and dirty, mysterious, and it was all his. He got a big grin on his face and walked over to a bookcase full of books and rolled up manuscripts. He slid out a roll of paper and carried it with him as he headed over to his work table. As he passed his next bookcase, he stopped and looked over what was there. What a mess, he mumbled. I'm into these supplies so much and never take time keeping stuff straightened up. What a slob I am. He was grumbling to himself some more. He referred to this bookcase as his supply case. The shelves were heaped with bottles of goo and liquids, plenty of piled up bits of plants and weeds, and a few which had made their way to the floor, like always. He stooped and picked up a couple of stalks of red flowers, from which he used the pollen, put them back on a shelf. He continued on to his work table in the corner. He liked it there because it put him in more easy reach of the bookcases he had just passed and the ones on the wall here around the corner. On this other wall, for instance, were 2 more bookcases on which were all of his prepared potions, spells, and enchanted items. He looked through the items there, but didn't see anything that might be useful for the king's needs, so he returned to his work table and sat down. He rolled out the parchment on the table, set an ink pot on one corner, and an empty cup on the other. What did I have in this cup? Looks dirty, and some muck is stuck in the bottom. Oh well, doesn't matter now. He pulled the rest of the parchment down, keeping his hands there, and started to read. The hearing enchantment. The old ones could see the secrets in the mind of others. They could see all manner of secrets in pockets, bags, and boots, full of weeds, chants, and roots. From plucked flowers, stones, and insects, the old ones made enchantments to use, to view the minds of others. Well, 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 he thought, this one might just do the trick. And that's the end of this second chapter. I told you it was short. The next one will be a little bit longer. So, I will see you all next week. Bye-bye.